morning. Good morning. Happy Monday and welcome to Marketing Monday. Man, I missed you guys. So I apologize. It's been 2 weeks. So week one, I had something come up, big family situation. And so I had to postpone. And then I had technical difficulties on last Monday. Couldn't get in to do my feed, and then even today in recording. Man, listen, it took me a minute to figure out my technical difficulties, but praise God, I got it. And we're back. Yes, so happy Monday. Welcome to, again, Marketing Monday. So we are going to get into it today. We're going to be talking about our customers on today. I am Torri Hammond. I am your Meta Certified Digital Marketing Associate. Listen, bae. And I am also a certified business coach, and I am here to help you with some tips on today, some news you can use when it comes to your customers. All right, so let's talk about it. So we're going to be talking about your customer journey and what that looks like, customer mapping, also engaging with customers. I got my handy dandy notes right here in front of me. And so we're going to be intentional on this morning. I am working on something for you guys. So make sure that you are in the Mavens group. Also, make sure that you head to our website. It is mavensinmarketing.com. Get all of our downloads. Listen, we have an amazing social media digital planner that is on there, as well as my Go and Grow book, 10 key points every entrepreneur should know in order to win, and get connected so that you could be a part of our email list, so that you could get some of these goodies in your email as well. And so make sure that you stay connected. If you are on YouTube, hey, make sure that you like and subscribe. I would love for you to stick around and hang out with your girl as we dive through Mondays in marketing. All right. And so we're going to get into it. All right. So it is important as a business owner that you know your customer demographics, right? But that's not what we're going to talk about today. But I hope you know who your customers are, where they hang out, how old they are, and the things that are important that you need to know in order to be able to speak to them properly. What I want to talk about on today is how you turn that prospect into a customer, how you get, as you are showing up on social media, how you get that person to connect with you. Man, listen, it's a journey. And so there are times where we get frustrated in our posting, we get frustrated in our marketing because people aren't responding the way that we would like them to. But ideally, it has something to do with what you're doing or what you're not doing. And what you're not doing properly in order for you to understand that it is a relationship that you must have, and a relationship that you must build in order for you to be able to take a customer down that journey. All right. And so first thing we're going to talk about is understanding your pain points. So this is something that I had to learn as I was working in business. Like sometimes, you think that you have what they need. Man, listen, I have this product and you're going to love it, right? And you think that you have what they need, but there's always something else. Or it could be that something that complements. And so we've got to be always listening to our customers. Now, in order for us to know what they need, we got to be talking to them. And so I'm going to put a plug right there and say, if you're not going live, if you are not engaging, if you are not posting, then you will not know. You will not know what they need or they desire. Because in order for them to tell you something, you've got to say something. You've got to do something. And so right away, I learned that going live in demonstrating your products, going live and explaining your products and talking about your products, you can use the comments and the conversations to gauge what are your customer pain points. I'm going to give you another plug, something else that you can do. You can read comments. Comments are gold. There is gold in comments. And so if you are, I always say this, you need to have at least one or two people that inspire you, not to follow, but to look, learn, and watch. Not to follow, but to look, to learn, and to watch. And there are times where you can head to the comments of those who are doing business bigger, and you can find customer pain points in the comments. Thank me for that later. All right. But we're going to talk about it. So customer pain points are specific problems or frustrations that potential customers experience. So identifying these can allow you to tailor your products or your services around your customers' needs. Because how many of you know that you want your services and your products to be needed? Can I get an amen in the comments? And so you've got to solve a problem. Point blank period. What problems does your product solve? If you have products, pop them in the comments. Hey, to all the business owners that are watching, I always love to use these opportunities as times to market with each other. And so go ahead and pop your businesses in the comments. Make sure that you're interacting, because I'm looking for your pain points as you are commenting. This is a surefire way to let me know what you guys need as far as me showing up on Marketing Mondays. And so we're talking about those pain points. And so this will give you the opportunity again to really dim down what it is that you need to scale your business to in order to be able to meet the needs of your customers. And so again, you have to know their pain points. It could be something as simple as, I was reading this book, or I was reading your book, and I wish I had something to mark my pages. I don't know. I wish I had a highlighter that I could use because you have some really good quotes. This is just an example, guys. And so your aha bulb can go off to say, maybe I need to add a bookmark and a highlighter and make this a total package. Man, listen. And then you have your book, your bookmark, and your highlighter. Intentional. Listening to pain points. For me, it was, I have shampoo, conditioner, I have this, I have that, and trying to show people how great my products are. Listen, these products are the bomb. And they kept asking me, what flat iron are you using? What flat iron are you using? That was a customer pain point. They didn't know what type of flat iron would yield the result that they needed to see. And what did I do? I created a flat iron. Customer pain points teach you what your customers need. And then you go from selling one thing to 2 to 3 to 4 when you are the total package. And so you've got to do that. You've got to tap in and you've got to understand what your customers need. And so if you are a coach, and let me put this example out there. If you are a coach and you are coaching, as I am at the moment, and in your comments, people say, I really needed this. Oh man, this really helped me. Then you can take a look at what have you been teaching and what have you been talking about, and how can you dissect this thing where you can continue as a coach to give your customers what they need. We've got to be acknowledging, looking at customer pain points, because they are imperative to our growth strategy. Again, as a coach, if someone said, I really needed that, this is your opportunity to create a download. It's your opportunity to create a workbook. It's your opportunity to create a course. It's your opportunity, right, to be able to take that frustration and take that need and make it and make it something bigger, so that, again, you understand the needs of your customers, and then the result of what that ching begins to follow. All right, you tracking? All right, if you're tracking, let me know in the comments. All right, so and as you address those pain points, you got to look into what you have, what you can add, and how you can maximize. What can you package together There's always things to look at when you are addressing the pain points that you find out. All right. Is this good or is this good? Ooh. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to get into the customer journey because this is so important. You know, sometimes we get in our feelings when people don't respond the way that we want them to respond. We get in our feelings. Listen, when they don't support us, and we're out here grinding, right? We're out here doing the best that we can do to do business. But there is a journey, and there is something that I need you to consider as you are marketing your business. All right. So here are the stages of your customer journey. We're going to talk about them. There are 5 stages. We're going to talk about each stage. All right. All right. Stage number 1 is awareness. All right. And so this is where people potentially become aware of your brand. This is why it's important for you to post and to show up so that you can build your awareness. When you think about Facebook ads and you think about how you set up a Facebook ad, and I'm not going to go way into it, but one of the things that you can pick is awareness. Why? Because it's super important. People need to know who you are, what you have, and how can they get it? All right. And so awareness. And so you've got to think about, you know, how you're showing up on social media so that you can build that awareness. You got to think about what your content looks like. You have to think about what your posts look like. You have to think about what you're putting out there to gain this awareness. All right. And so follow me as we go through this customer journey. Number 1 was awareness. Who can say that I need to do better? Let's be honest. Let's put it in the comments. Come on, we're here for it, right? Who can say that I need to do better? Like, I can do better with showing up. I can do better with posting. I can do better with intentionally curating my content. I can do better. How many of you can raise your hands and say, hey, I can do better? And for those of you who need it, listen, I'm here for it. A social media manager. I love it. I absolutely love it. I have so much fun. I love, the clients that I'm now taking on, just managing their social media, creating content for them has definitely been a joy. And so if you need me, listen, I'm here. All right. But we've got to make sure that we are showing up every day to build that awareness so that people can know who we are, what we have, who we serve as we do what we do. All right. Number 2 is consideration. Now, I always talk about the bridge that every entrepreneur should cross is when people know you, awareness, like you, consideration, and trust you. And we're going to get into that. But the know you is the awareness. When they come to know you, they are aware that you are a business. They are aware that you have products and services that they may need, and they are aware that you exist. Now we move to the consideration. And so how does your product stand next to your competitors? You have to know who your competitors are, but how do you stand? Like, also, what are your touch points? What does your website look like? Do you have product reviews? Do you have an email list? These are your touch points, right? And then it goes back to your content. Are you intentionally curating content that speaks to the person that you're trying to get in your sphere of influence? It's the consideration. It's the, because I know you doesn't mean I like you. Doesn't mean that I will consider, just because I know you, buying your products or services. And so that's very important. And so the trust moves to, so know, like, and trust. The trust moves to number 3, which is the decision. And so we've got to be able to move our clients and customers from awareness to consideration to making a decision. And this decision is where your customers decide to purchase your products. And again, your touch points are important. Your websites and also your links. Okay. And so You got to be intentional about that. Also, you got to do some things with your content. You got to make sure that you have a call to action. How many of you know what a call to action is? You have to make sure that you have a call to action. And so that means that you have to tell your customers what to do and where to go in your posting. Also, you've got to offer things sometimes in helping them to make a decision. And so it is ideally your sales, your buy one, get ones, your digital downloads, those things also contribute to helping people to make a decision. All right. Now we're going to move to number 4, which is important. It's retention. And so you want people not to just know that you're there, not just to consider you, and not just to make a decision to purchase from you, but you also want them to stick around. How many of you want your clients and customers to stick around? Listen, and that is where we get into retention. And so it's keeping your clients loyal and keeping them engaged. Now, one way that you can get them to do that is consistency. Consistency breeds familiarity that breeds loyalty when they can count on you. Listen. And then also it's your follow-ups. And so how are you touching them after their purchases? How are you responding to them? How are you supporting them after their purchase? And so that's important. All right. And so again, you can pop in with some things that helps the retention, exclusive offers, VIP, like people like to be included in things. All right. And so that's number 4. And number 5 is, again, a really good one. All right. And so when we get to the retention, that's where the work goes. It's the keeping the people around. But number 5, man, listen, is everything. And it's the advocacy. It's what are people saying to you? What are people saying about you when you're not around? What are they saying about your brand? What are they saying about your products? Does your packaging display a way where they open it up and, man, I got to post this. Oh, man, I got to do an open box. Like, it's the advocacy. It's getting people from the know, like, and trust to the love. Listen, I'm here for it. It's the advocacy. Listen, I'm wearing a hat with a Facebook logo on it. It's the brand advocacy, right? It's when people they go hard for you. They go hard for your brand. And so again, we've got to walk this customer journey with our customers. Listen, you can't get frustrated if I don't know you exist. And then just because I know you exist, you can't get frustrated because you haven't done anything to make me consider what you have. And even in the midst of my consideration, how are you moving me to the decision? And then once I made the decision, was your customer experience irresistible until I'm just here for it and I'm around for it? And not only am I around for it, I love it so much, I'm going to talk about it. All right. And so referral programs and also what you do on social media as you build community builds that advocacy. It's the morals that you stand for. It's the things that people come to know you for that they talk about that builds the advocacy. Oh, man, is this good or is this good? And so there are things that we can use also, before I move on from advocacy, it's your referrals. All right. A few more things. It's your referrals and also your reviews, your user-generated content. Reviews are user-generated content, meaning that it comes from the user. And so your referrals, your reviews are important. All right. This helps build advocacy and it shows customer advocacy. All right. Now, as a business owner, there are different ways that you can map this out. You can use flow charts and you can use diagrams to help you map out each touch point. And again, I'm going to have something for you guys soon so that you will be able to do that. All right. And so this is awesome. We've got to tap in. We've got to know that in order for us to grow, we need people. In order for us to grow, we need people. And the fastest way for us to grow is us to show up digitally. All right. And so everybody's on their phones, and everybody is looking for the next best thing. They are looking for things that they need. They are searching for it. They are Googling it. They are asking for recommendations for it. And you've got to be in the midst. There goes that awareness again. You've got to be in the midst, in the flow. All right. And so as we think about doing business better, how can we do a better job of dating our customers? How can we do a better job of customer mapping, getting our customers from the awareness to the advocacy? Like, what does that look like for us? But again, you have to know your customer pain points all the way back to the beginning of what we first talked about. It's those pain points that help you to understand what they need. And in the midst of that, it's knowing who they are and knowing that your services or your products meet a need. Talking to that need gets you speaking to that person, then you're able to do this. And so it's a journey that we all have to go on, because we all need customers to grow. Can you agree? We all need people in order for us to be able to move. So a few social media tips before we get out of here. There are times where you are posting, you need to ask a question. Come on, pop it in the comments. Ask questions to get answers. You can do polls. Listen, people love giving their opinions. Ask. Yeah. When it comes to social media, also, you want to make sure that you're giving before you ask for a purchase. Okay. People are more apt to purchase from a person that they feel gives value. People are more apt to purchase from a person that they feel gives value. And so you give value, and then you ask for the purchase. Okay. Let me see. My last social media tip before we get on out of here. Listen. Lean on. Lean on, babe. Okay. Yeah. Lean on. Lean on, because you have your AI that's always there. There are so many different things now that you can do in the midst of just creating a post. You can check your spelling right then and there. You can regenerate your content right then and there. There's so many different things that you can do. And so my social media tip is this: lean in, lean in, lean in, lean in, lean in to your social media. Learn so that you can earn. All right. Make sure that you are up to date on all the new things. Instagram just shifted. It looks different. Did you realize that? Like, make sure that you are paying attention to the updates, and make sure that you are leaning on the resources that your social media channels offer you in terms of help. Sometimes we perish from lack of using help. We perish from the lack of using help. And Facebook gives you challenges. They reward you. Man, listen, it's so many different things. And then to the day when you get monetized, when you get paid to post. And so it's all possible with your consistency and your show up. And so those are my social media tips for today. But back to what the gist of what Marketing Monday was about today. Your customers are everything to your business. And so you've got to be intentional about maintaining them, keeping them. All right. And we've got to do it. And so it's a bridge and a journey, but we all can do it, right? Because we need people to grow. Okay. All right. And so make sure that you are following the Mavens group. Listen, head over to the website, get your planner, get your Go and Grow book, get your freebies, and make sure that you stay connected. If you need me, feel free to message me, or feel free to pop in the comments. I need you. Who needs me? Just pop it in the comments. I need you, and I will reach out to you. Listen, I'm here for it. I have a plethora of certifications under my my Meta Digital Marketing Associate certification. And this is me getting ready for my next phase in life. I love teaching, and I just want to teach. I'm shifting and transitioning business over to teaching and coaching, and I'm excited about it. And so excited to go along this journey with you, excited to lend my expertise to you. Listen, my mission is to teach, reach, and inspire people towards activated faith. If I can get you to move your feet, listen, I have done my job. And so who's going to do the work? Come on, who's going to do the work? Let's tap in. Who's going to do the work as we push to grow our businesses? Listen, we have to touch it in every part in order for it to grow. And so thank you so much for watching with me on today. I will see you guys on next Monday. Make sure that you tap in and stay connected. And if you have any questions, make sure that you pop them in the comments. Make sure, guys, that you get your, let me see, do I have a copy of it up here on my desk? Make sure that you get your Go and Grow book, 10 key points every entrepreneur should know in order to win. And make sure, again, that you get your digital social media content planner. All right, guys. And so until next time.